Whoops. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Probably wasn't sound for a second. I was. Sorry, Jinx. Yep. Yeah, I had it off. I ain't gotta type that. Yep. I just realized my device was on. Sorry about it. Thanks for hanging out. If you got any questions about cinematography, I'm just trying to get my watch time up on YouTube, and I finally figured out how to do live streaming on my camera. So I've just been shooting all week, and my gear's everywhere, so I'm just repacking it up, just organizing it. I like to have it all organized in this closet. That's my gear closet, and look how messy it is. Come on now. Messy. Kind of. So usually I have it all organized here. So when I start shooting my tutorials and stuff, I always have a fresh, clean closet. So like my storyboards, when I go to them, I just like, okay, I need this, and I'll go grab this. But right now, crap's everywhere, and I can't walk in my office. So I figured it'd be a good time to just chat with people and hang out. So hold on. I'm on my gimbal because I didn't want to put it on so working on that right now. That's what we're doing. How you doing, Jinx? I put out a new tutorial yesterday if you have had time to check it out. Watching The Big Lebowski. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Trying to figure out where I put my photography camera that I know I just sat somewhere. Right there. And then I'm also just doing inventory. Oops, sorry. I'm doing inventory on my gear so that I can make sure my insurance is all caught up and stuff like that. So what was that? Weird noise. Boys. Excuse me. That was a big bird. What was that noise? Sorry about that random noise. Oh, Jinx, I finished it. I had to restart it because let me put myself in focus. I had to restart it. I got like 45 minutes in while I was working, and I do that all the time, and I shouldn't do that. So I restarted it with my wife. I liked it after I restarted it. I will be honest, at first, I was like, what is happening? Not even like storyline wise, because I understood that, but just like, for example, on Mickey Rourke, there was one point where he entered a scene and his pants are not set to what his waist is, and like the belt is sitting on tight. So just like small things like that, I was being way too nitpicky about. So I restarted it and finished it. And I see what you were saying about why she got kicked off the Cosby Show, which is crazy, but I feel like that wouldn't happen today. But I could see why back then it happened. I don't think she should have. I see what you were saying. But I finished it. The twist was good. I thought it was a good role for Robert De Niro, but I kind of wish I would have seen a little bit more out of that character. But it was a good movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's rough, but then when I finished it, I was like, I think that's the point of why it's so rough. Like, I think why his belt is not fitting correctly and why everything's so loose is because his character was, like that. He is the evil one for the most part. So that makes sense to me then after I finished it. So that's another point to myself to like, just finish the movie before you judge it. So thank you for recommending me that movie. I'm gonna put it on my next list of 5 old movies that are new to me that I've been doing. So I appreciate it. Got any more? And I bought it on Fandango because it was only like $5. I was like, let's do it. So I really appreciate that. Have you seen Three Billboards Outside of Missouri? You should check out that movie if you haven't. It's a good one. Okay, so we need to put drives back in here. I can't see. Okay. Oh, that's right. B&G. If you got any other questions or anything, let me know. I need to invite some other people to live stream. Just trying to get better at live streaming. I'm just so pumped that I got my camera working now. Okay, Blazar, Canon, anamorphic. Let's just see what pops up. Now, I want the lenses. Ooh. Ugh. Interesting lenses. Chavez. They're gonna kill. All right, we're just gonna say it's this one because I'm not gonna go through this. Oh. When my wife says, let's go see a horror movie, I'm gonna go see that horror movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm down. E7. I go skating a little bit before. I don't know. We'll see what happens. What just happened? Sorry. Mention the shitty Carl universe of movies by Ben. I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've ever heard that. Mother trucker. Jesus. Going to see the drama tonight. Let's go. Pumped about it. We're getting nowhere. Okay, you have to. Let's lock in, guys. Especially if we're going to a movie now. Organization. Organizing stuff. I'm putting our property up on Peer Space for people to rent, and I've been taking photos of it, and I haven't gotten it done yet. Okay, no card in the camera, and then we need to make sure I charge these batteries. Okay, then we can get this plugged in right here, I think. These are the movies. I'll definitely add it to my list. Need some more stuff to watch anyways. Maybe we can back up a little bit. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Little mall, little mall. We're gonna get a live stream set up properly, but we're just doing this, So, sorry if it's gonna make you sick. Boom. Back to it. Okay, I think that is everything. They discontinued that lens, so I can't even. That's all the lenses, right? You haven't bought anything else. Nope. Great. So I've been really organized, started marking you can't see it, but I started marking my lenses so that I can remember the caps that go to, because I'm horrible about that. Ouch. Okay, I think I need to put that on there. Yeah. No. Huh? Yeah. Oh, cool. Nice. Thank you for listing those out. I'll check. Can I copy those? Gosh. Copy. Nope. Okay. So, resolution. What? Oh my God. This fucking thing. Are you serious? I hate it. Dude, why is the text white? Why is the text white? Dude, change it. Y'all. Jesus. They just make things too difficult sometimes. Jesus. Making this. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll check this out. How long have you been this YouTube and just filming? I've just taken YouTube more serious the last couple years, but I've been filming for like 10, 12 years. First started just doing bands, trying to get better. Was really, really bad at first and just kept going, kept going. I just want to be able to make films full time, and that's my goal. I want to make films that obviously passion projects, but I'd love to just direct other people's passions or their films that they write. I just want to be known as a director and DP. I'd love that. For my type of films, I love to make gangster films, and then I also just within that, and then other stories and worlds, the theme and thread is just generational trauma and how we can overcome that as people. Is my story, anyways, that I'm gonna try to go with. Okay, so that comes out of there. Why do I feel like there's some stuff missing? That is. Did I put that in? I don't think I put that lens in here, but maybe I did. I unfortunately didn't do the film school route. I wish I would have. I wish I could have afforded it, but I didn't really have. My school didn't care about that stuff. Didn't show any grants or anything that would have worked, or just like anything in my situation. And then I kind of got into it after high school. When I was in a band, we couldn't afford to do music videos and content, and it was so needed. And this was like 12 years ago. So I just kind of hopped into it for content at first, just so we had stuff for posting, and then started doing like our music videos and stuff. And I've always loved movies, and then I would film stuff as a kid on like our devices and take photos. Photos are my first passion, but thanks for asking. Thanks for caring. A camera body goes there for sure. Like my Pixis goes right there, I believe. That doesn't feel right though. So your camera body's going the same case. So what else are you gonna do? These are charged. That fits there pretty well. Oh my gosh. Jeez, that was low. Just bought this double battery V-mount charger, so pumped about it. It's little things, guys. Right. For sure. That'd be cool. That'd be super cool actually to have that job, be able to do that stuff. I wish I had. I can't come down. So let's just do this for right now. Charged. Oh, that lens is not in there too. Remember that. Okay. I feel like I just saw this. Why are you tripping? And then you have one more lens that goes in there. Right. That makes sense. That doesn't fit there. So, and this doesn't fit here, right? It could. Okay, cool. That can go there. All right. So then let's go back. V-mount. Battery. Small rig 2. I was like, what? What's this called? GMB. I think they're like 250. These are a little more, so I think it was like 300. Okay. Where did that go? Oh, D. Okay. That's going to be pretty full. Then the other battery goes there. Boom. Okay. Cable. Camera cable. Photo camera cable. I forgot what it's called. We'll come back to that later. That case is already worth a lot of money. Ooh. And that's not even, oh, it doesn't even have the lenses in there. What goes? Making grunting noises. I don't even know what she said. I think we may what? Go on there. Power. And this is for check, 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 check. Says it's loud. Mine too. What? Check, 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 check. Yeah, Riker. Does it just change it? Check, 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 check. I think it made it worse. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Bye, Riker. Nobody. You set it on both of them, dumbass. Okay. Texas. What up? hanging out, packing, going through my gear. Got any questions? Let a boy know. Let's talk cinematography, movies, whatever. Ask me anything if you want. If you don't want, cool. Check out my YouTube channel. Whatever floats your boat. Okay. We are says it right there, but you kind of gotta just do it for you. What up? We got one person. Got any cinematography questions? Movie questions? Nope. We'll get better at it. Okay, that looks nice. Once those get charged, we can move it. Lay the front door open. Looking out my back door. That's really wrong. Oops, that sounded good. Oh, and then you're right. All this has got to go back in there. And the front door open. Looking out your front door. Oh, thanks for hanging out. Just packing up my gear. I've been shooting all week and it's a mess. So figured I'd live stream, answer any cinematography questions anybody has. Let me know if you can hear me as well. Testing out this new audio device and can't tell if it sounds good or not. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Going nowhere. Just trying to get my life together. How are you doing? Nice. Good to hear. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for hanging out. Let's talk cinematography or movies. What are you into? I'm currently watching The Big Lebowski. That's the audio you might hear in the background. And cleaning up some camera cases. I can show you what I got going on. Got my lens case right there. Got them all marked, finally cleaned up after the week. And now I'm just working on my other cases. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. If you don't follow my channel, do it. I just put out a new tutorial yesterday. Why am I yelling? I'm not far away. I just put out a new tutorial yesterday. Sorry. Yeah. I like the tutorial. We'll see how it does. That doesn't matter. I need to keep telling myself that. It does not matter. Okay, yeah. Oh, but that's A's. Like I said, I'm just getting re-cleaned up because my life was a mess. I got 2 cameras, so I'm just wrapping everything. Organization is the key to success. What lenses are those? There's a lot of lenses in there, but I have anamorphic 35. Let me do this so you can see this. Ooh. All right. Yeah, all right. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm working on it. Been making it more like a content creator space. This is an anamorphic 35 millimeter 1.3 crop. And it's like super 35. So it's got a cool look for it. And my Pixis has a setting for super 35. So it's cool to do that setting sometimes. This is I need to clean this. This looks bad. This is a main lens I use all the time though. This is the Mikey full frame prime, not anamorphic, but still a good cinema lens, 24 millimeter. I do not have a DZO. I don't think I even know what a DZO is. Hit me with it. Is that a lens? And then I got some fisheyes. I got a Rokinon 50 millimeter and then an anamorphic set that I use back there that is Blazar Remus. I'll check them out. No, I don't have any, but I'll check them out. I really just want to start collecting as many lenses as possible. Over my career, I've had to like trade and sell lenses just at cost, or like because I couldn't afford to keep them, you know. So now I can, and I'd like to get some of my old lenses back and maybe check out those lenses. Try different things out, you know. So thanks for recommending them. I'll put them on my list and check them out. That's probably loud and annoying. Sorry. Okay. Camera A, extra cables, B. If you're hanging out, got any questions, let me know. I appreciate it. We're just chilling, trying to get life organized again. Ever shot? I have not. Once again, I'll look that up. Is that the Chinese lens you're talking about? My face is like cut off. Do you have stuff you've shot with it on your channel? I'd rather check that out than have to look it up. Especially because you're right here now talking to me about it. So it's a full camera. I see. No, I have not. A Fuji camera. Fuji's cool. I like Fuji stock, like film stock emulations. Like Fuji is one I use a lot, so that's cool. Is that what you use? Whenever I get some FU money, I totally just want to like buy all sorts of different cameras and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. Okay. Now we're getting there, y'all. If you have any questions about the inventory I'm putting away right now or anything like that, just let me know. I got a bunch of random crap I use all the time, so That is power to, that needs to go in that. And I should charge this so I have it. It's not full frame, but with a speed booster, yeah. Speed boosters are crazy. I've never had one, but I have used them, and they are nuts. Definitely a good way to achieve. When you use a speed booster, it doesn't go full frame, right? It just doesn't go. Is the camera you're talking about or that you're using, is it micro four thirds or crop sensor? And then does it go full frame or does it just give you a little extra breathing room? Out of curiosity of not really having too much experience with a speed booster. Like, what's the exact purpose of it? If that's a stupid question, just gives extra space. Yeah, so it gets it closer to that full frame look. That's what I thought, which is what I recommend to a lot of people, honestly. I'm like, just check out the speed boosters. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I know, right? Crazy. Plus light. Oh, it like allows more light in? Like, even if the camera's f-stop is at a certain, like, say 4, it allows more light in outside that? Why is it so windy outside? That's cool, though. Good to know. Good to know. We almost have this table cleaned up, which means we are so close. Yeah, 2 stops. That's incredible. That's good to know. I wonder if that would still be worth doing even on a full frame camera. You know what I mean? Just to give that extra little light, like, that's not a bad idea, honestly. Okay. Cool attachments. Okay. Yeah, you're done. All right. See you later. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, see, and then it has plugs for it and stuff. That's cool. It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, it's taking too long. Yeah, you've been on here for like an hour. That's good. Hour live stream. That's tight. You guys are smart. You guys are smart. What about the bottom, though? Wouldn't it leak out the bottom? Oh, it's probably meant to stay in there then? No way. Because that wouldn't do that. Then that can't go in there. So maybe it's because you have, I don't know. Shining in. But then it won't shut. So maybe it's just for when you're using it. Oh, it literally says it right there, dumbass. What are those for? What are the silicone things for? Huh. My conditions. Yeah, that's cool. I like this thing way more. Smoke Ninja. What condition my condition was in. What up? If you're hanging out, I'm not doing anything cool. I'm just packing gear, talking cinematography. Got any questions? What's your favorite? How do I get people to stay? I just want people to stay. But I had that in there, but I don't want to do that anymore. I'm just going to have to get, I think, a separate little audio case. You don't, yeah, you're just gonna have to get one. Or put your big filters going in there, right? 8 miles wide to see what condition my condition was in. All right, well, we'll see if that shirts. It's tight, but we'll probably make that work. All right. I'm gonna hit the 60-minute mark. We'll call it there. Dang it, Sean. Jinx is back. They're very relatable. Sorry, I was in the bathroom. I started in photography, and I kind of look at them as the same thing almost. You use cinematography and photos for like early set designs and like scouting and stuff like that, and to show the emotion and stuff that you're going for, you take a static photo for the example as a reference, or like that's how they used to do it. So they correlate to me personally. Awesome. Welcome back. Okay. I think, do you have another little baggie that you can, yep. Let's just put all of these little trinkets in here. We'll label that. Just call it accessories or something. Let's came out. So let's go. Otherwise, that needs to go with the cameras as well. Appreciate you hanging out. I'm not doing anything cool, so I know it's not super exciting. Helps me get my watch time up, so I do appreciate that, Jinx. Huh, Koopy. My condition. That's camera B. I love photography. I love photography personally. Jinx, like I said earlier, it was like the first thing I started out in doing, and I just love taking photos. Like I think a still photo you can't, like you can't change that. There's no, at least that's what you used to not be able to. That theory of like what a still photo represents, I think, is really impactful. At least it always has been to me. Same thing with video, for the most part, you can't change it. So what you film is what happens. Already part of the past. The second you click that photo, it's part of the past. And I just think that's a cool theory. Extra cables. This is usually Cam A. So. What up? If you're new, we're just talking about cinematography, movies, and some of your guys' favorite directors. Camera controls should probably go in here. Could you, if you did this, boom. That looks good. Favorite directors, cinematographers. Roger Deakins, legend. What do y'all think? Okay, this is light plug-in. Ouch, that's a short cable, so that goes for this, but I don't even think you need this now because it doesn't even charge. So let's just charge the rest of your lights. Put those away. Look at all the stuff I got plugged in. Is that done? Are you done blinking? Or am I hiding the blink? Hiding the blink. Oh. To see what condition my condition was in. I'm so bad with names, but what are some of my favorite? What's her name? She was on Sinners. First woman to win Best Cinematography Oscar. Autumn Durald Arkapaw. Her stuff's really good, and Sinners is the best example of why. Let's see. Top Gun. And then my other favorite recently is Claudio Miranda. He did like Top Gun 2022. He did the original as well, but he's done a bunch of others. He's super good. He did like The Life of Pi, won an Oscar for that. And then one of my favorite movies of all time is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. And the cinematography in that inspired me a lot. Ouch. This hurts so bad. Oh, it popped. That's gross. Sorry. That hurts so bad. I got ingrown hair and ooh, killing me. Okay, we need to go through that as well. Ow. Ooh, why did that hurt? Ouch. Oh, they're both great movies, different types of movies, which really displays his yeah, okay. What? What card? I don't have a card exceeding its limit. Sorry, that was wrong. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, that was my favorite out of the two, but they're two completely different types of movies. So check out them both. Check them both out. Check out them both. Jeez. Oh, whatever. Oof. I can just feel it all in there. You know that. Oof. Anyways, yeah, check out those movies. They're both kind of long movies, but Curious Case of Benjamin Button is literally one of my favorite movies of all time. So, like to show you how much I love that movie. I have the screenplay in book form, and I read these to learn how you write and stuff like that. So, I've watched the movie and read this with it. It's a good way to learn how to be a screenwriter, I think. And then watch like the final product in action and see what changed about it and things like that. It just fell out. Okay. So much stuff. Let's just... Hell yeah, let me know what you think. Appreciate you recommending me movies as well. So, a couple people hanging out, just packing, nothing too exciting. If you got any questions about cinematography, let me know. Let's talk it out. We're talking about movies, favorite directors, DPs, and stuff like that. Get involved. Ask me anything. Jinx has been holding it down. Anybody else out there? Filmmakers? Want to be filmmakers? Movie lovers? I don't know. I'm watching The Big Lebowski right now. If anybody's seen that, that movie rules. Organizing, labeling. The boring parts of being a cinematographer. That's what I'm doing right now. Just finished a tutorial yesterday. about the mistakes I've made as a filmmaker over my career. Shared them with y'all. Hope you like it. Do directors typically start out as DPs or cinematography? Uh, that's a good question. I want to say not always, but sometimes in some circumstances. But from some of the directors that I've worked with, they're strictly just directors. They don't do any of that, and they just have DPs and things that they rely on. And like some great directors out there, I can't really name names, you know, because Martin Scorsese, for example, like he went and shot a lot of stuff himself and with natural light, but he always had like a crew and a DP with him. You know, me, I'm actually a director, DP, and cinematographer because I spent the last 15 years doing all three. So I just feel like I can live in those spaces, but that's not necessarily everybody's. Most directors are just directors and they just have the vision and things like that that they want to do. And they work with great DPs and cinematographers to bring their directing vision to life. I have a little bit more insight, so I like to be able to communicate with my DPs and cinematographers when on set to be like, this is what I'm going for. This is, you know, different ways that I go about this. And then we just mix ideas and blend. And I think that's a long-winded answer, but yeah, it definitely can be its own thing, or it cannot be. Like, look at the credits in any movie, and you'll typically see them split up. And sometimes in short films, the director is several of them because the budget doesn't allow for it, and you just kind of have to wear many hats. And that's the position that I'm in right now. I don't have the budget to hire the cinematographers that I love and things like that. So how quickly are you going up? 2, not fast. 25. Just want to get it off this. We'll get there. Ouch. Okay, put that there. That goes in. Ouch! I have not seen that either. I'll check it out. I could do my own student film. I've been not thinking about that recently. I'm like maybe looking up like different types of projects student filmmakers have to do and maybe just trying to do them myself since I didn't go to film school. We want the money, Lebowski. Ouch. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I'll definitely check that out. I will definitely check that out. That's cool. I like that you spend a lot of time watching movies. That's awesome. Oh, my. That hurts so bad. I gotta stop that. I can't believe how much that hurts. So. I like that idea. Changing, like, as much as it sounds like a simple idea, like changing colors in each room isn't that easy with dealing with white balance and stuff. So I'll definitely add that to my list and check it out. And the fact that it's a student film is pretty cool. Alrighty, well, I think I'm gonna end this. We've been on there for a minute. I'm gonna start doing this more. Appreciate you, Jinx, hanging out. I'll be back soon. I agree. I agree with you. Have a good one.